Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to film this video because we are entering the fall months and my mom and I just decided yesterday that we're gonna do a little girls trip to New York City in the fall, hopefully see some of the leaves changing. We're planning on going the end of October. And it's been about a year since I've been to the city. It's been like 2 years since we've gone together and I'm really excited for a little mother-daughter girls trip. But if you don't already know, I am from Florida. I live in South Florida, so we don't really get the fall weather that often. We don't really get much of any cold weather, to be honest. So my winter and fall wardrobe is always very minimal and not usually curated. So I've been looking around, thinking about some cute things to get maybe for this trip or while I'm in New York. So I'm not gonna go in any particular order. I just put down ideas in a little notepad on my phone. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing that I saw that really sparked my fall wish list is the Gucci Jackie bag in this beautiful burgundy color. I think this bag is so adorable and perfect for fall. I love the vintage look of it and how warm it feels. Although I don't know if I personally can justify spending that much money on a very fall wintry looking bag when I just don't think that I would get so much use out of it living in Florida. So I've also been seeing this Coach almost dupe that I've really been loving at obviously a much smaller, more affordable price point. So I'm really interested in it. They have a couple of sizes. I think the 28 size is the most practical, especially if I were to be getting it for walking around the city. It holds a little more than the mini size, but I also don't want something super big because I want to be able to wear it in the evenings. So while both of these bags, the Gucci and the Brooklyn Coach bag, are on my wish list, I think most likely I'll probably end up going for the Coach version if I do get one of them. But let me know what you guys think. Do you like this bag? Do you think this hobo kind of shape is trendy, or do you think that it'll stand the test of time? I'm really curious to think if I am just influenced by trends right now, or if I get it now, I'll actually be able to use it and love it years down the line. Okay, so the next item on my wish list is something that I have had on my wish list for a couple years now, and there is a specific pair of boots from Reformation that I was totally in love with last year, and I believe they have the exact same style this year. It's a knee-high burgundy heeled boot, and these, obviously I'm in a little bit of a burgundy accessory phase. I think it will look really nice with the bag, either the Jackie or the Coach bag in a burgundy color. But more generally, I think a knee-high boot is missing in my wardrobe. When I lived in New York years ago, I did have over-the-knee boots. That was kind of the style way back when Stuart Weitzman was really popular. But I think now the boots that just come up to the knee and have a little bit more of a classic silhouette are gonna stand the test of time. And this burgundy color, I have been falling in love with it. I also love the little detail around the side, the ankle. It's a little almost like a horse bit kind of thing. Just adds a little bit more of that kind of Gucci-esque vintage flair, or maybe it's a little bit of an equestrian look. I can't put my finger on it, but I really love these boots, and I kind of like the idea of not having a black boot. I personally don't love black on me. I think it's very harsh, but black is obviously very timeless and such a neutral color. But yeah, these ones in particular have really just stolen my heart. I don't know, again, if it's worth it for me, if it's gonna stand the test of time, if I'm gonna be able to wear it with a lot of different outfits, because it is in a burgundy color and they're not the cheapest boot out there. But I do know that Reformation does sales, especially around like Thanksgiving, Black Friday time, so that might be a really good time to pick up this pair of boot. Okay, so the next item or category of items that I want to add to my wardrobe is a cable knit sweater. I don't know if I want this to be super chunky or just kind of like in between chunky or form-fitting. I think I want something that's a little in between everything. So not super form-fitting, not super oversized, not super big wide cable knits, but also not really small cable knit. The issue with me and sweaters is that I have very sensitive skin, so I can't wear anything that has any wool or cashmere, which you would think is a great excuse to not spend as much money on clothes, but a lot of the designs of clothes tend to be in higher quality fabrics, which tend to be cashmere and wool. So I don't see that many options of just like 100% cotton sweaters that are in this cable knit design. Here are a few that I've found. I know that from Tommy Hilfiger that supposedly is 100% cotton, so I might check that out. But this kind of design, whether it be in a crew neck or a turtleneck, I think both of them could be really, really cute, especially with a mini skirt with the knee-high boots that I showed before, which leads me into my next wish list item, which is a mini skirt. So I have a few different skirts that I want to add to my wish list. One of them is going to be a very schoolgirl kind of pleated or plaid kind of mini skirt. It gives very Gossip Girl vibes. I'll put some pictures up here so you can see the inspiration, but this is again quintessentially fall, and I don't have anything like this in my wardrobe. I haven't had a skirt like this in my wardrobe probably since I was actually a schoolgirl. I would love something that's both pleated and plaid, but we'll see what's out there. And then the next mini skirt option that I wanted to add to my collection is a denim mini skirt. I think denim mini skirts have really come back this year, and I do actually have one from Levi's, their icon, their like classic mini skirt. The only thing is that one is all destroyed. It's like ripped up and doesn't have a neat hem at the bottom. So I want to get another version that does have a hem, and maybe even in a little bit of a darker wash. I want it at least to be medium wash, but maybe like a medium to dark wash I think would also look really, really cute for the fall time. All right, the next item that I have on my fall wish list is not something that's exclusive to the fall time. I've just been wanting to add a pair of jeans to my collection that fits this kind of style. I would love to get a mid-rise straight leg jean. I placed a couple orders already, and I'll let you know how they fit. I might do a video from Abercrombie and Levi's for a couple of jeans that kind of fit this bill, but I have a ton of high-rise jeans, and I'm interested in getting a little bit more of a mid-rise and see how that looks on my silhouette. I have a little bit more of a petite torso, so I think the mid-rise would actually be very flattering and maybe just a little bit more comfortable for tucking sweaters in. So I don't know, we'll see. The straight leg I think is very classic. I have a pair of flare jeans that I really love from Everlane, but I also want something that's just a little less flared out at the ends. And I think a pair of jeans like this would look so nice and classic with a pair of loafers. I do have a pair of loafers already from Gucci. They're the classic ones that have the convertible back. Super soft leather, so incredibly comfortable, but this design is a little bit more of a modern design, and I have it in black. But this other slight variation that I'm interested for my fall wish list is the 1953 version that Gucci has. It's a little bit more collegiate, maybe a little more masculine, and specifically in the brown color I think would just look so good with everything else that I've mentioned on this wish list today. I'm really loving the warm color scheme for the fall, and I think this would give such a cute preppy vibe to a lot of outfits. Plus I know that these Gucci loafers in general are so incredibly comfortable, and I mean these have been around since the 50s, this kind of silhouette, so I know they're gonna stand the test of time. I will however say I do think it's kind of funny that I'm drawn to these now, because if you asked me when I was in high school I would have said these are grandpa shoes, but now I actually really love them, even though I do still think they kind of look like grandpa shoes. I think they'd be really cute, not only with the straight leg jeans, but even with the kind of a plaid mini skirt look, again for kind of that collegiate fall vibe. Now these, unfortunately, while they are on my wish list, again I don't know that I'm actually going to purchase them because I do already have a pair of Gucci loafers, and I don't live in a place that actually gets cold, so I don't know how much use I'd get out of them, but there could be an argument for it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that this is a style that's going to be on trend year after year and it would actually be worth it for me to get because I could see myself wearing it in 10 years, or do you think this is like a fleeting look? All right, the next item on my fall wish list for this year is in the outerwear jacket category. I do already have a trench coat, so I don't have another one on my wish list, but I'm really interested in getting a bomber style jacket, something that's maybe tan or brown or like a chocolatey leather kind of color. Again, I love the warm tones and the vintage look behind this style jacket, and I think it could go really well with the denim skirt that I mentioned earlier and chunky cable knit sweaters underneath. This is something that I've been having my eye on and seeing a lot on Pinterest lately. Okay, and the last item on my fall wish list is in the jewelry category, and this is another one that I'm probably not actually going to be getting, at least not this year. But I personally love the Cartier Panther watch in the full gold color. It is a pretty penny if you're gonna get it today new from Cartier. I think it's $21,000 in the small size, which is definitely out of my price range. But I have seen some used versions, some vintage versions for about half that price on eBay and different watch websites. And I personally love getting vintage watches. They just feel so much more special with all the history behind them. So if I ever did actually get this, I probably would go the used route. But this is another one that I know has been around for a very long time, but I can't really gauge right now if it's just trendy in the moment or if it will continue to stand the test of time. Like if I buy it now, will I still love it in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years? Because it is obviously a very big investment. But I just think it's so beautiful, so feminine. I love the full gold color, again bringing those warm tones in for the fall. And obviously you can wear this any season, but I think especially for the fall, this watch would look so beautiful with all of the other burgundy and browns and chocolates and leather colors, and also look really nice with some of the other vintage and more preppy styles that I've added in my wish list. But that's all that I have for this video. Please let me know which of these items are your favorite and which you think I should go for first. And if there's anything else that you have on your wish list, I love these kind of videos. Again, I'm super excited to be going to New York City. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.